Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
They'll run here. This is Devon Achane. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
44, ready. Ready, T! 20 TX.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Ikhine. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a big play there for Miami. 32 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Tua will give it to Achane, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
All right, go ahead, go. Ready. Out.
To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. Picked off by Isaiah Simmons. Inside the 30. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away.
All right, fellas, listen up. All right.
They'll start on the ground. It's 8-10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Once again, it's 8-10. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard.
Corner, long. Out.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the...
And now, when you look at this, it's a fake.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
Here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Finding room to the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards. And now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
Gun. 11.
Here's a run. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Higgins sent in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11 empty.
Brown. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
On 1, ready?
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game.
Here we go.
They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal.
11 empty.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Tua now on first down. That one out wide to Achane. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. A run here with Achane. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Jordan Battle up for his safety spot, makes the play.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Tua now on 3rd down. He's got his man. Side, it's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a first down throw for Tua. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter. They're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hey, 21 TA. Turbo 1. Drift.
From the gun, here's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Yeah, ready.
Now a give up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Ollie Gordon, touchdown Miami. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
extra point by Patterson is good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
Can. 12. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. Hey, can. 11.
They go play action for Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 45 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on the bootleg. Flush to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Now it's 2nd and 1.
11 MT.
A carry here for Brown. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Burrow. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A run on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will get out in front, 17-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 14 on the pickup, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
Gun, 11 MT, 11 MT. 180. It's hot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. To the pylon, he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That his second touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Turbo 1, high. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Go. Ready.
On first down, Tungo Bailoa. That's caught downfield by Waddle. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Off the bootleg, here's Tua. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Now a screen set up for A-Check, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He slams it in there, and he is in. Ollie Gordon, touchdown Dolphins. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. On comes Patterson for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Dolphins back within 10. It's now 24-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
On one, ready? Here we go. What? 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I'm one, right?
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Can. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. Me. That.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football at their own 40.
Go ahead.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Now 2nd down throw for Burrow. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Now he's loose up the right sideline. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory, past midfield. Burrow finds Chase for a big one, 42 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got the hookup to Mike Gesicki. 2nd down and 8.
11.
Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That is caught. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Go ahead. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Tua now on 1st down. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, get set.
Again, it's Tua. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. T. Tua and his old Bama teammate Waddle for the Dolphin first down.
Turbo one, hard. Turbo one, hard. Go ahead. Watson, Oscar. 18.
They'll look to throw yet again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's first and 10.
18.
Throwing again, it's Tua. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
And really, it's the interceptions that continue to be a problem, and he's lucky he didn't add to that total. I mean, defender had an opportunity to add another one to the mix, and he just has to do a better job making decisions, finding the open target, and stop forcing bad throws.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away.
On 2. 11. Gun.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now Brown. Finding room across midfield. And he'll be taken down. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Burrow, RPO, gets a chase. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Now, this looks like a design run. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
11, 11. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one good for 29.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run out of the gun with Achane. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Here's Achane. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pick number 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready. 18.
Gordon. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
They're right here. Turbo 1, hard. 18.
They'll fake the hand. Now, Tua. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Field goal would only do so much. They need a touchdown to close the gap. It is 4th down and goal. They snap it to Tua. And this will pay off. It is caught. Darren Waller. Touchdown, Miami. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Right 80. Plays hot. 11, mighty.
Higgins sent in motion. Burrow now to throw on first down. Yeah. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jack Jones.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
All right, fellas, get set.
Run the draw with H.A. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the gun, here's Tua. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on third down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. He'll buy time left. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Hey, turbo one. Ready, shot. Ready, tip.
Achad will take this in for a Dolphins touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
On 1, ready?
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. Still on his feet. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. A big one here in the fourth quarter. A gain of 57 yards.
11 MT, take.
Here's Brown. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
The ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Here we go. 11, right 80. Stop.
They'll go with him again. And he will score again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. On first down, Tagovailoa. That one out wide to Achane. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, from the 37, here's second and 8. Throwing is Tua. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
That's the fourth time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
Let's get set. Step 12.
They'll run here with Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's second and 9.
11.
They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Burrow. The outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to them.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Tua. A quick slash into the hands of Waddle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now it's Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Dolphins first down.
Watch it, Oscar.
Tua to throw again. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It's a gain of 29, and it's 1st and goal.
44.
Go with their fullback trying to get it.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point.
And he will score! Game on! Alec Ingold! Touchdown, Dolphins! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop?
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
Higgins sent in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Here we go. 180. Wait up.
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down 2-0. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
1190. 1190. 12. Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Here's a design run. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
180. What is that?
They'll drop to throw. He'll swing this one out to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out, looking for help. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That's it. 20, TX.
A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Downfield for Waller.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Here's second down.
Go ahead.
Throwing again, it's Tua. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. To throw again is Wilson. That's caught. It's Westbrook-Akine. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. Oh, and you cannot have this. He doesn't get the throw away. It turns into a sack. And this will not be a spike. He faked it. Oh, and you cannot have this. He doesn't get the throw away. It turns into a sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and The defense made him pay.
Here we go, here we go. Shot. White 80. White 80 shot. Shot.
Burrow takes a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from South Florida.